So I want to say something why I'm making posts like the one about Korotkov and his gas discharge technology, and actually more about this absurd video about him or scientists now being able to measure an escaping or a soul that is leaving the body. Why do I do this? And I do this because if we want to establish really a scientific alternative medicine, we have to have a place where we discuss opposing or opposite ideas and opinions. And as it is, this is not happening anymore because there's one main organization for subtle energy, that's the DGEIM in Germany and in the German or in the German-speaking countries, and there's the ISSSEEM in the English-speaking countries. And what's happening there is exactly like in the pharma industry and the FDA. They just exchange heads of board members. So it's some board members are there in the DGEIM, and then they are in the ISSSEEM, and so it's not anymore a place where people can express opposing ideas. It's a place where vanities and power are being fed. And this is the same, again, in normal modern medicine. That's why we have all the problems. And it will never stop because, as you know, my idea is that there will be the forces of light and darkness, the forces of stagnation and evolution, the forces of inertia and that of change. They will be always fighting with each other. And the thing is, when I'm saying making those posts, I know it will not change. I'm not a revolutionary who believes that eventually the world will turn into a paradise of eternal goodness and positiveness. It will always stay like this. So, but I'm taking my part of challenging all the inertia and stagnation and crystallization in the field of alternative and energy medicine. And so that's why I made this post, because it's so obviously nonsense that somebody mixes some technology with the idea that he's now able to photograph or measure the soul. He's going to dead people and finding that after 10 days or 7 days, Kilian photography is getting less strong. Of course, because there's less humidity in the body and so on. So, but this mixing of ideas of soul with simple physical ideas gives people the illusion that we have now found the soul, or we can measure the soul. Finally, technology has made life and the soul and the spirit measurable, and that's exactly not the case. And this kind of really ridiculous ideas like Korotkov shows there in his video, we can see this more clearly. But he and this kind of people, they are invited for Congress in DGEIM and in ISSSEEM now next weekend with Nuno in Lisbon, because they give us or not us, but some people are still hoping that there is a technology that can measure life, that can replace religion, it can replace spirituality. So why is this also possible that it's not being challenged? Because those people like Charles Tart or James Oshman, who are always the book writers, the bookworms, the people who are making all their inventions in their own library, who don't make any really development or tests for themselves, because they are part of this structure of crystallized subtle energy organizations. And they go where somebody is there to support them, who sponsors them, and that's why I'm having no good cards with James, for example. When I told him, why are you undercover supporting OnDemand? You don't make it open. Why do you go and he did be sponsored by Life. Both are now out of business, but now maybe he's in business with Nuno or some other company, and it's not made obvious, it's not made public. So these structures that are forms of crystallized power, they make it not possible that energy medicine can develop, that it can grow. That because there is no DLE, there is no, it's not allowed that there's opposing opinions, that people that really challenge something are part of this game. So, but anyway, if you want to go next weekend, Lisbon, to hear James Oshman and Koratkov give you some new fairy tales about quantum science and the future of quantum medicine. And you can also see another one, Markus Schmiedke. He came out with yet another random number generator. And he says his random number generator, his computerized radionic system is special. Why? Because the random numbers are generated not with a electric semiconductor like before, like Princeton, like Kiran, like the others. No, because it's now made with a photon source. And the photon source is not influenced by electromagnetic radiation. What kind of crazy idea is this to sell now a random number generator with the special feature that it's really random. It's more random than any other random number generator. And what do? We measure all the organs of a person, and we measure what kind of supplements he needs, what kind of emotional issues he has. There's a really, really random number generator that's has a photonic source. And so if you want to hear the latest quantum stories and fairy tales that cater to our belief in technology, go there. Have a good time in Lisbon next week.